First thing we need to do after we validated our IPN is to call the new method, which will be this, send curl. We will be using curl, PHP curl library. If we go to our browser, go to php.net, manual, en, or whichever other language, book.curl.php. This library has several different methods, obviously, functions you can use with it. So if you want to go through the whole documentation, please feel free. But let's go to our example here. If we scroll up before our IPN method and create the new private function get send curl, the first thing we're gonna do is we create the variable called response, and we'll assign this get return params method. Obviously this method doesn't exist inside of our class yet, so before our send curl, a few new lines again, and we start with private function get return params. We start with out, which is array, and we pass the first item to this array, which will be cmd equals underscore notify hyphen validate, which is one of the parameters which we need to send back to PayPal after we've received response from IPN. We need to send it back with several different options. So this is our first one, and then if isn't empty, this underscore IPN underscore data. Then we're going to use for each loop of this underscore IPN underscore data as key equals value. And now value equals function exists. We check if get magic quotes gpc function exists. Magic quotes gpc exists. If it does, we want value to be URL encoded, strip slashes, and we pass the value to it. Otherwise, we simply URL encode our value. You have to remember that all values sent back to PayPal have to be URL encoded. Otherwise, we're gonna get errors. Okay, so that's our value filtered, and now out, and we're adding key in curly braces, actually without any spaces, then equal curly brace value in between the double quotes and then semicolon. Okay, so that's our array ready after all of our after our for each loop, and now simply return implode function. We're going to use and symbol and our array to be concatenated with this symbol. Okay, so that's everything inside of the get return params method.